everyone, it's Taylor. Welcome back to my channel. I'm a retired American living in Malaysia, and I like to share my life and travels with you. Today I'm going to take you through the process of buying a car in Malaysia and give you a tour of my wonderful new car. Sound interesting? Stay tuned. Hi everybody, what do you think about my new ride? Isn't she beautiful? I don't have a name for her yet, like I do for my bike, but I'll get there. I'm thinking maybe Ruby? I don't know, maybe IRIZ for IRIZ? We'll see. It'll come to me though. But anyway, I love my new car and I'm going to tell you all about it today. I'm going to tell you about the buying process and why I bought a Malaysian car. How does that sound? So I'm going to start the tour on the outside. As you can see, I got pretty dark windows, which is a necessity here in Malaysia. The sun is so intense. And boy, I'll tell you about that later, the whole process of getting the window tinting. It was complex, let me tell you. But don't you love the back of this car? It's so different. Now, I love having a hatchback. I always have. I've had cars that aren't hatchbacks, but I just think they're more practical. And you all might wonder why I didn't get a bigger car, a more luxurious car. Well, because this is all I need. And I like to have a small car so that I can zip in and around traffic. But anyway, isn't she beautiful? It has a black roof. Now, I would actually prefer a two-door car, but this is a four-door. But that's okay with me. I mean, I do take passengers sometimes, but I'm not going to become a Grab driver. Here's a better view of the front. One feature I really like is that these automatically close when you lock the car. You know, so people don't knock them off when they're driving by. This is a feature only available on the active model, which is what this is. It's a Proton IRIZ active, and it has a bunch of extra features that the base models don't have. This is just one of them, and I love it. It gives it a sporty look, don't you think? Watch out for Taylor. He's going to be zooming around. She has 16-inch tires and a two-tone wheel. Well, so now that I've shown you the outside, I'll give you a little tour of the inside now. So let's take a look at the inside now, shall we? I like how it has this nice type here, or I guess it's like woven or embroidered. I don't know, it's probably a sticker, but it says active. This is just here because I had the windows tinted, and you can't roll down the windows for 48 hours, which is going to be this afternoon, so I'll be able to take that off. But that's just to remind you not to do that. But let me show you the inside. It has all these red accents, which I think are just beautiful. Again, it says active on the seats, and these are leather with a nice heavy fabric in the middle. So that'll be cooler than having all leather. It does have overhead map lights that are LED, just like the headlights and the tail lights. That's a new feature. The navigation system and the radio, all kinds of things are controlled here. Let's see how you do it. Oh, I press that. And it has a phone app, and there's all kinds of things you can do. So I need to find out more about that. This is a really convenient place to have the door lock. And it sounds so solid, doesn't it? Don't you love the little red trim everywhere? I just think it's so nice. Even around the AC vent. So, and that's the AC controls. So let me show you the boot, or the hatchback area, if that's what you want to call it. It's not very big, to be fair, but it's big enough for me. And that's the umbrella they gave me as a free gift when I bought the car. And I just noticed that in the bag that the umbrella came in was some other items that they gave me. Let's see what they are, okay? Let me get in the car and I'll show them to you. I just realized this morning that there was more than just the umbrella in the bag. Let's see what's in here, shall we? Okay. Oh, okay. Well, this is one of those foldable windshields to keep the sun off. I probably won't be using that because I have such heavy window tinting on this car. But let's see what else is in the bag. Here's a box. Do an unboxing for you. Well, it's red. How appropriate. Oh, it's a Proton travel mug. Isn't that cool? I think they could have matched the color better, but still, it's really nice. Thank you, Zoe. Let's see what else is in here. It's a phone mount, and I just bought one the other day. But that's a funny story, too, because in the U.S., cars don't come with floor mats. But this one did. And I ordered floor mats, and oh gosh, well, that was a fiasco. But now I have an extra set. What can I say? I'm going to see how this works and maybe use it as I drive to breakfast. And the phone mount just clips right onto the AC vent. That's kind of cool. I might use that, but I'm not sure. I have another one that I'm going to fix up on the dashboard because I want to be able to film while I'm driving. And I know you all want that too. Oh my gosh, there seems to be more gifts in here. What's this? Proton Aspiring Connections. Gosh, I don't know what that is. I'll have to open it up and see. But the Proton emblem is a Malaysian tiger. How appropriate, huh? Oh, good. You know, I was going to buy one of these. Gosh, I should have seen what they gave me before I went out and bought all this stuff. But I think this goes here. It's a little rubber mat, and then I can put my phone there without it rattling around. That's great. Thanks, Zoe. What's this? I don't know. What's it say? Oh, it's an air freshener. I don't think I need that yet because I sort of like the new car smell. I think everyone does. It really smells like plastic, but it's still a new car smell, and I haven't smelled that in a long time. And there appears to be one more gift. Looks like a keychain. Well, that's just amazing. You know, I've never gotten all these free gifts from any car I bought before. But now I'm curious as to see what's in here. Let me look. Well, this turned out to be a box of tissues. Isn't that nice? It fits right there. I guess that's where the cup holder is. That is so nice. I don't know. I use tissues all the time, so I'm going to be keeping that in the car. And the last free gift is the Proton pen. That's just so cool to get all these little treats. And it's so funny because I thought it was just the umbrella. Wow, this is really nice. Okay, now I'm going to go out for breakfast. So you can come along for the ride. But I wanted to show you one other red accent that I just am thrilled about. This cute little car actually has red seatbelts. Isn't that flashy? So cool. So I think I'm going to head over to 28 Fireplaces for breakfast. Come along for the ride. How about that? It also has a backup camera, which I'm not used to at all. I've never had one before. Okay, and we're off. So we'll go on over to 28 Fireplace. The car has pretty good power too. That rattling is this microphone. So I was thinking about going to Penang for a few days before I go to Paris. But now I'm rethinking that trip. For one thing, I have to go get this thing on my skin removed, which you'll have heard about in a previous video. But the other thing is that, you know, new cars have a breaking in period. And I didn't know if they still had them anymore. But I don't know about you, but I read the car manual from cover to cover. It's pretty boring and not that interesting, but, you know, you find out things you don't know about. Like the break-in period. So I'm not supposed to do high revs or drive it at above 90 kilometers an hour, which would be impossible driving to Penang. So I think I'm going to wait on that trip. I just want to break the car in like it's supposed to. This is going to be challenging here because I don't like having to squeeze between these cars, but I guess I'll make it. That was tight. I'm not used to that because on my bike, it's just so easy. All right, here we go. I'm out on Ampang now. I'll give it a little gas there. Oh gosh. It's pretty peppy. It has a 1.6 liter engine, which is a pretty good sized engine for a car of this size. So, I don't know. It's nice to have air conditioning. It's nice to be able to go more places. Like yesterday, I already went to the grocery store and I got like 3 times the amount of stuff that I can fit on my bike. So that's really a nice feature. Of course, people that have cars, it's nothing new to them. They can go to the grocery store and, take home as many bags as you want. But it's a new luxury for me. Okay, we're coming up. Oh, here's my old building here. Well, you can't see it. I'll turn the camera around sometimes so that you can. But I think I like this setup. I think the camera's a good place there. Yeah. So I have to do a U-turn here. U-turns, like I said before, are very popular in Malaysia. So here we go. Oh, it's coming up, and I don't think I'm going to be blocked. Oh, I wouldn't be. No, I'm not. This car's going so slow in front of me. Okay, go, go, go. Now, the other problem I'm going to have now that I don't have on the bike is now I'm going to have to figure out where I'm going to park when I go everywhere, because that is way more challenging in a car than on my bike. Okay, yeah, scooch up there and try to sneak in ahead of me. That's just so nice. No, I don't think so. Okay, I'm very close to the restaurant now. I think I'm going to get the avocado ricotta toast. That's my new favorite thing. Okay, maybe it's early enough in the morning that there'll be plenty of parking. We'll see, huh? Gosh, that car's big. Takes up the whole street, jeez. Where am I going to park? Oh, it looks like there's a spot right there. Awesome. Right in front of the restaurant. You can't beat that, right? Am I close enough to the curb? I think I could get a little closer. It's going to be hard for me to get used to this new car. But it's a learning curve, just like anything, right? There we go. Parked. Perfectly parked. Now I'm going to go in for my breakfast. You want to join me for that too? You're welcome to. Gosh, I bet you can tell with a big smile on my face how happy I am to have finally gotten a car here. I was telling a friend of mine the other day, I said, I'd always said I didn't care about not having a car here, that I was perfectly happy with my motorcycle. But you know what? I think I was lying to myself because I missed having a car so much. I had a car from the time I was 16 years old until I was 60. So that's a long time. And so in the last 10 years, I didn't have one, and I really, truly missed it. It's going to open up a whole new world for me, traveling around and bringing you guys with me. It'll be so much fun. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed the tour of my car. I think it's a really cute car, and I'm very, very happy with it so far. And you got to see me driving it. I'm going to be doing more of that in the future, I'm sure. But I just wanted to go over the buying process with you here, because it's not that different than other parts of the world, I don't think. Although it's been 13 years since I've actually bought a new car. So things might have changed in the US. Like, I don't know, maybe it's worldwide now, but there's absolutely no haggling, no asking for a discount. The price is the price and that's it. That makes it relatively stress-free compared to the old days when I bought cars and you had to go back and forth. Oh, I have to go talk to the manager. Let me see if I can get you a better price, that sort of thing. None of that here. And maybe none of that in the US now. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. So I first went out to look at Toyotas. I was looking at the Toyota Yaris. I'm not even sure if that's a model available in the US. But anyway, it's a cute small car. And I was so unimpressed as soon as I saw it. I mean, we didn't even take a test drive. I just thought, I'm not interested in this, and the price was so high. Malaysia heavily taxes foreign cars, although I think there's some sort of deal with Toyota because they're manufactured here, or put together here anyway. I don't know. Let me know if I got that right. We didn't spend much time at the Toyota dealer, and as we were leaving, I noticed there was a Proton dealer right next door. So I thought, we're here, we're already parked, let's go look at the Protons. Well, boy, was I surprised. Proton has had a bad reputation in the past, but they have gotten so much better, I would say. And the value for money is incredible. Of course, I really wanted to get this X50, but it was about twice as expensive as what I ended up with. And it's just too big a car for me, and I don't haul people around all the time. So I just didn't need that. I just wanted a small car to zip around town, but comfortable enough for driving on the highway, because I do intend to drive it to Penang when I get back from Paris. So I ended up buying a Malaysian car. Can you believe it? Well, I'm happy to do that. I'm happy to help the Malaysian economy as much as I can. And Malaysians are truly proud of their cars, and they should be, both Proton and Paradua. Now, I didn't look at the Paraduas because I'd had one before, a Myvi, and that's like the national car here. You see them everywhere. And that's one thing I liked about my new car, the IRIZ. You just don't see them as often, which means that they weren't that successful. But I sort of like it that I'm driving a car that you don't see around every corner. Plus, I got the top-of-the-line IRIZ with a lot of little extra features like voice command and, an extra trim package, halogen headlights and tail lights and that sort of thing. One thing I pretty much knew is that being a foreigner, I was probably not going to be able to finance the car. I guess maybe I could have, but it probably would have been a real hassle. So I had to pay cash, which wasn't a problem at all. I just went down to the bank and they transferred the money over to the dealer. Oh, hi, Earl Grey. But I do think the value for money is incredible. I'm going to put 3 prices up here, and you guess which one I paid for this car. Well, here's what I actually paid. What do you think? Were you surprised? Is that a good price? I think so. And I just love my new car. I've got some cute pictures here of when I was shopping for the car and when I met my saleswoman, Zoe. She was so sweet and helpful. Hi, Zoe. And when I went back, you can see here, they had a big red bow on the car when I went to pick it up. It was just so nice. And they did a little video of me, and I thought, why are they videoing me? Well, I think it's because I'm on YouTube. So they made this little promo, which I'm going to show right here. And it's really cute. This was on Facebook.
Okay, Assalamualaikum semua, salam Ramadan. So bersama saya Khairul di Proton MBF Jalan Jelatik Setiabangsa. So hari ni kita ada buat sesi penyerahan kereta kepada influencer terkenal Andrew Taylor daripada US. So jom ikut saya.
How you feel today you collect the car?
I am super excited. I haven't had a car in 10 years, so it's very exciting. It has so much more value for the money. I was so impressed when I first looked at it. It was incredible. I looked at Toyota. Oh, so much nicer. This is so much nicer. Well, I recommend this showroom because it's, one thing, very convenient to me, but everyone is so nice and welcoming, and it's just a wonderful experience. So the dealer paid a portion of the window tinting, and I went directly to get the windows tinted after I bought it. Now, it's not a cheap thing, and it was just really confusing because they had all these options of how much sun you wanted to block and how dark you wanted the windows. Boy, I was so confused, but I finally just asked the guy there. I said, "You've seen my car. What would you do with it?" And that's what I went with. Now, it was hundreds of dollars, but it's well worth it. I think it makes the car look great, and it really helps with the tropical sun beating down on you all the time. Well, I hope you enjoyed seeing my new car and finding out the process of buying a car in Malaysia. But I'm going to do a little bit of catch up with Taylor here. I have just a few things. Some are silly, but I'd like to keep you informed on what's going on in my life. Now, I'm going to Paris. In fact, I'll be in Paris when this video airs. Ooh, I'll be having fun. But my friends that I'm visiting there recommended to me while they were here that I get an ice maker because I was talking about being an American and love having all my, drinks just full of ice. And they said, you need to get one of those countertop ice makers. So I did, and here it is here. It's cute as a button. And boy, does it work well. It makes ice cubes in 6 minutes. So it's keeping up with me, which is something to say, because being a Florida boy, when I make a drink, I fill up the glass with ice first and then put the drink in. But I highly recommend it. I've had it a while now, and it's just been great. No, they're not sponsoring me or anything. I'm just telling you about my new ice maker. Another thing I've been meaning to mention, and it's been a while now too, because I keep forgetting. But thank you, all of you, because I've reached over 3 million views on my channel. Oh gosh, it is such an achievement and such a milestone for me. I can't thank you guys enough. From the bottom of my heart, you've really made my channel successful, or reasonably successful. And I'm over 28,000 subscribers now. But if you haven't subscribed, you better do, because, that really matters to me. And a very high percentage of people don't subscribe. So please do. I also wanted to just put this footage up here that I took the other day. It's Ramadan here in Malaysia, well, worldwide. I guess it's always at the same time everywhere. But I took this video when I was out the other day and came across this Ramadan bazaar. And it was really nice, although it had just rained, so it's not as crowded as it probably normally is. But look at all the wonderful food and the happy people milling about. This was a little bit before breaking fast time, so people are there getting food together to take home and break the fast. So I was really happy to be able to experience a little bit of Ramadan Bazaar and share it with you guys. If you enjoyed today's video, like I said, please like and subscribe, and check the notification bell too so you don't miss any of my future content. Also, as you know, I have Buy Me a Coffee, and I really appreciate that. I hope I get some coffees for my trip to Paris, hint, hint. But thanks to all of you who buy me a coffee. It is so appreciated. You have no idea. But that's all I have today. I hope you enjoyed getting to know my new car. I don't have a name for it yet, and I might not name this one. I don't know. It doesn't seem like a woman. It seems like a man to me because it's sort of sporty. But we'll see what I come up with. But that's it for today, everybody. Talk to you later. Bye.